Hey guys, hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Whether you're watching this in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, I am glad you're here. If you get a chance and are so inclined, please hit that subscribe button down there. It's right below the video, and if you'll hit the bell notification, it'll let YouTube know that you engaged with the channel. It'll notify you when new videos release, and it'll help my video get seen by more people. I appreciate it more than you know, and I appreciate you guys stopping by. Today we're going to jump into an old G, or original goat type of old budget knife that was one of the first knives that really, I guess, was brought to my attention early in COVID when I first started recollecting knives in kind of a, for lack of better terms, just very watch YouTube videos, check out what was new, check out what the latest hype was, and really bought knives solely on those recommendations and what I liked. And as my collecting has grown and as it's changed, and as I've been in the community and been exposed to a lot of different knives, I've kind of evolved, graduated, lost my mind, however you want to look at it. I'm not playing in the budget realm as much. But that being said, I've got a lot of budget knives that I have kept in my collection that I've not given away, that I've not let go, because they mean something to me in a lot of different ways. And as you guys that have watched my channel know, I'm not a blade guy, I'm not a design guy. I just talk about really how knives make me feel, do overviews of the knives that have been in my collection that I've bought with my money, and this is one that has been around for a couple of years. It is the QSP Penguin. It is the original OG denim micarta D2 steel. This knife has been banged on, it has been sharpened, it has been resharpened. It's got about a 17-degree edge on it. The steel is D2. The handles are micarta. Simple steel pocket clip. It works very well. You can see that your screws and the clip is actually set in behind the liner here. So you do have a little bit of proud screws underneath, but it's a deep carry clip and it just functions very well. Steel liners that, you know, the micarta sits proud on top of the steel liners, but you've got nice access to the lock bar there. You've got a blade that rides on phosphorus bronze washers, so it's very stable. It's a fantastic little knife, guys. This is a $32.75 knife on Knife Joy right now. When I bought this knife, I want to say it was right around $30. All the reviewers were going crazy about it. And as y'all know, the QSP Penguin has evolved as much as my knife collecting has. So you can get the QS Penguin now in the little mini, you can get an XL, you can get titanium, you can get many different blade steels, you can get some premium versions with milled titanium, patterned titanium, jig bone titanium, you name it. The QSP Penguin is one of those designs, kind of like the Rat Model 1 or Model 2 that I haven't had in my collection. I don't know why, but that are tried and true knives that I can recommend to anyone. Spine wacky test. Just a great knife. Let's see if it cuts, because people will ask me in my shorts, just cut with it. So I'm going to take a page out of a magazine because I haven't gotten any coupon books yet, but it does cut very well if I was good at cutting. QSP Penguin is, I think, has good geometry. It does have a little sharpening choil up here towards the knife handle, which allows you, you know, I've gotten several sharpenings on it. You can see where that plunge grind comes into about the middle of that little choil. So, you know, it's done pretty well. It's 3/4 flat grind. Got a little bit of branding, but nothing extensive. You just got QSP on the blade there. D2 steel in this particular OG variant. Nice thumb studs with kind of understated radius milling. The micarta on this, guys, is smooth, but it's done very well. It looks like a natural. They call it a denim micarta. I don't know how well you can see that. The one thing I hate about satin blades is it makes lighting just tricky as all get out. But let's do a couple of quick size comparisons. See how this thing falls in line with our cold steel 4MAX and our Civivi Baby Banter, which what I noticed with these two knives is the micarta, this denim micarta and this Civivi micarta are very similar. So the Penguin is going to be bigger than the Baby Banter, smaller than the cold steel 4MAX. No surprises on either one of those comparisons. Let's look at it next to a Bitchmade Bug Out, just because we always do. It's a little bit smaller than the Bug Out, so there's no need to put it next to the Spyderco Paramilitary 2 because it's going to be a much smaller knife than that. But let's look at it next to a couple of OG budget knives that have stayed in my collection because they're awesome. Whoops, my Dapper Ion just got caught magnetically to my... Alright, that's the Civivi Elementum with some uncommon composite scales. And one of my favorite budget knives, the CJRB Rhea. So the QSP Penguin is going to be a little bit longer, about a 1/4 inch longer than the Civivi Elementum. It's going to be about a 1/4 to a 1/2 inch longer than the Rhea. To do what Doom does and give him full credit for it, there's the Elementum on top of the Penguin. There's the Rhea lined up on top of the Penguin. And we'll be talking about these knives later. Again, budget knives are not really where my heart is right now, but when we look at what I consider just a fantastic budget knife that I could send someone to by recommending it and know that I have, if they were looking for a good Wharncliffe worker EDC knife, the QSP Penguin without doing a lot of damage to your pocket. Or if you wanted a nicer version and you wanted to spend $100 or a little bit more, you get a very nice variant with titanium, with jig bone pattern. Again, they come out with just a lot of different variants of this knife because it is so popular. The action on it is fantastic. The detent is great. Again, it's on phosphorus bronze washers, but as you can tell, it springs out of there with no chance of failing the knife. It is absolutely locked up solid, no up and down, no side to side. We saw that it cuts. Got that 3/4 flat grind with like a little bit of machine belt satin, I guess you'd call that. But just a really well done package, guys. So for less than $35, and I'll have links in the description. I'm not affiliated with any websites yet, but again, you can go look at this knife on a lot of different of our retailers that you might love. I'm sure you could check White Mountain Knives and you want to use one of our buddies' codes like Lefty EDC, like Tri-State, one of those guys to get you 10% off. But I appreciate you stopping by the channel. I love you every time that y'all watch my videos and engage with my videos. I'll try to do better, try to continue adding content, try to evolve my lives, but I just ask that you look out for the guy or gal to your left, look out for the guy or gal to your right, look out for each other, go forward with love in your heart, guys. Know that we'll disagree, choose debate over hate. I love you all. Peace.